Hello, Aries. I'm going to be doing a check-in on your counterpart for the month of April. Whether you're an Aries, they're an Aries. Remember, take only what resonates, leave what doesn't. So let's get going. I already pre-shuffled all of the cards before I started. So I'm only going to give them a little shuffle here. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands. So put the Nine of Wands. That was a hand slip. I'm going to put those back. Especially since they didn't even bother to flip over. There we go. Nine of Wands. Ace of Swords, Two of Wands, and Three of Swords. I always wanted to call this one Three of Hearts for some reason. I don't know why. Always done that. So I think we are overcoming some trials and tribulations, okay? We're getting some clarity on some sort of situation, possibly to do with the breakdown of your connection, of why it happened. And they're starting to understand where it went wrong, okay? Where maybe you went wrong, or maybe where they went wrong. Because it's not always the masculine that messed up. It takes two. Sometimes it's the feminine, sometimes it's the masculine, sometimes it's both of you. And remember, masculine is just energy. You know, masculine and feminine, it's just energy. It has nothing to do with gender. So I feel like they are thinking about which path to take to come in with some sort of communication, maybe even possibly an apology for their part in the breakdown of your relationship. Okay, Aries. Okay, you want out. Ooh, Oops. I do not read reversals. Oh, I always tried for a long time when I first started reading to read reversals. It just never felt right. Yeah, I think that they're starting to realize with this clarity, this aha moment or moments that they've had, that you guys do indeed have a special connection, that you guys are divine counterparts, that they can't stop thinking about you. They can't get you off their mind. That they always come back to you in their heads, in their hearts, okay? So they've always known that there was something special about you, about your connection, but they couldn't quite put their finger on it. Okay. Let's see here. So we've got the Queen of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Ten of Swords. So I think the past hurts are going to be rectified, okay? There's a higher commitment coming. I'm so sorry. This hand hurts like crazy, so I'm fumbly. Higher commitment coming because they know that you're the one, okay? They've tried to forget you. They've tried to move on. Oh gosh. This heartache, they hurt. You know, they hurt as much as you did when you separated. Masculines tend to show it differently. They tend to move on. They tend to try to forget you. They try to drown their sorrows in different ways than we do. You know, they go into their ego. We go into our emotions. The feminines do. So I think things are about to change. And this makes them anxious. They're not sleeping well. They're not sleeping well at all. They're thinking about you. They're anxious about which path to take to come towards you. It's very hard for a masculine to come up with an apology as well. It's very hard for them to actually form the words, I'm sorry. Okay. And this brings about a lot of anxiety. Like, oh my gosh, is my feminine even going to accept my apology? Has it been too long? Has my feminine moved on? Will my feminine forgive me? Okay. So a lot of anxiety surrounding this. They're manifesting that you forgive them, though, and that you guys can move on and have that happy life together. All right. So, you know, you've been manifesting them this whole time. They're starting to manifest you into their lives. They're starting to manifest that you guys will have that happiness. Okay. So you guys can, you know, ride off in the sunset together instead of alone. Okay. I'm going to move to some Oracle now. Yeah, they have a lot of guilt because in the past they sabotaged the relationship. They sabotaged all their relationships because they don't feel like they deserve love. Okay. So it's kind of like they sabotage it so you would leave them, or that the relationship would break down so they could protect their heart. Okay. So it was like, I left you before you could leave me. You know what I mean? So that's what they used to do in the past, and they're having a lot of guilt and anxiety about that. Okay. They're trying to get out of their ego, and that's causing them a lot of anxiety. But they know now that if they stay in that energy, that ego energy, nothing's gonna happen. You're not gonna move forward with this. And you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, an air sign. It doesn't have to be. So don't worry if they're not. All right, so they might be getting messages from you, from your higher selves. Because I think their higher self is starting to become more aware of like 5D communication. Okay. I know within the masculine collective in general, not just with you guys, Aries, in general, the masculines are having like a mass awakening. So like they are becoming more aware of their 5D higher self. Okay. Oh, that one said, read me. Oh, what about the feminine? Please tell me about the feminine. She is so beautiful. Please tell me about the feminine. I swear she was on America's Next Top Model too. I could be wrong though. I used to be obsessed with that show. Talk about ego and vanity, right? A long time ago. All right. All right. Feminine. I'm going to get one more. Why is feminine in action here? Why is feminine in action here? Transformation. You guys have taken, the feminines have taken, or done a lot of transformation. You guys have done a lot of healing within yourselves. You guys have had a new beginning within yourself. You guys have found your courage, and you guys have taken a lot of action to heal, to move forward, to surrender. Okay. And this in turn, if they're your true counterpart, if they're your true twin, your twin is starting to follow in your footsteps and do this themselves through the mirroring effect. Okay. So they're starting to do everything that you've done. Okay. They're starting to awaken. They're starting to remember who they are, why they're on this planet, why they decided to come here. Okay. So balance is going to be restored. Truths are going to come out. Like and their karmic contracts are going to start to end. Okay? So, and didn't I just say awakenings are happening? Okay, you could also be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, though. Don't worry. I don't usually hear names, but I just heard the name Adam. Don't know if it means anything to anybody who's watching this. And the winter could also mean something to somebody in here. Either you were born in the winter, your birthdays were in the winter, you met in the winter, you broke up in the winter. Winter is significant to somebody in here. Or maybe this past winter or this upcoming winter, something significant is going to happen in your connection. All right, I'm going to get one more of these. Transcendence and unity. And look, these two are mirroring each other. So there is mirroring going on, and that's going to bring you into unity. Okay? So I have been called for this month to do angel numbers for each reading. So if you see any of these angel numbers, come back to this reading and watch it again, or watch this part of it again. $55. Reserve your right to say no. Enabling toxic behavior serves no one in the end. So stand in your power and put up boundaries for people who are trying to take advantage of you. No is a complete sentence, okay? $111. I know a lot of us see that. Fresh new concepts and ideas are being made available to you for the journey ahead. $888. I've been seeing this one a lot, and this one, and 55. Karmic cycles are now coming to a close. Didn't I say that? Allow all parties to absorb the necessary lessons for growth. So if your person is in a karmic situation, don't do anything. Let it play out, or else you're going to put a block on the connection, and it's going to take even longer. Just let it play out, let it flow, let it go. Okay, it will end naturally on its own. Okay? If it's meant to be, it will end on its own, naturally. 1010. There is a divine plan and order. Let go of your need to know future events. Okay? $333. Past, present, and future energies need examining. What do you truly want moving forward? So really think about that, okay? Get one or two more of these. 1212, I think that says. Your guardian angels are protecting you and this connection always. Okay, let me get you some messages. If you have made it this far in this reading, please, if you've liked it, if you resonate with it, please like it and subscribe. It really would mean the world to me. You inspire me. Is that what that one says? All right. So we've got you inspire me. See, they're following in your footsteps in their healing. Okay, that I'm trying to heal old wounds. So you inspire me to heal my old wounds. Okay, so they're mirroring what you've already done. Okay, but don't you stop your work. There's always more work to be done. You're never done healing. I want to return to you. I just want to hold you again. And I can feel you too. So you guys have that 5D communication. And on this note, Aries, have a great month.